Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I'm Omar Stennett. Again, we're extremely delighted that you have joined us for one more episode of our Friday Big Bangers. And if you don't know what those are, here it is. Every Friday at 12:30, we premiere a video covering sporting content from the past week and looking at event in the coming week. And so we do that from the very beginning. That's what we have been doing. So they premiere on our YouTube channel every Friday at 12:30. You can also watch them on Ari Times TV Fridays, Saturdays, and on Sundays. Check out the time and give them your love and support over there. Again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching us from. Thank you to all our subscribers. The numbers are trickling up to the 700 mark, and then when we go there, we will tell you what the next target is. We're doing well and we're extremely grateful, and you can help us. All you have to do is, if you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel. If you have already subscribed, then share the video. Let someone else tell them to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button already. Bam, bam, like. Bam, bam, like. Hit that like button. Watch the videos and make a comment. And where you make a comment, we will respond to your comment, and we will also give you feedback based on what your comment says. All right, so please make sure that you get engaged, because this is I Am Sure Sports, and we only give information that we are sure about. Now today episode is very interesting because we go look back at the Olympics, particularly covering Jamaica's performance at the Olympics. We're going to look at some NBA news, and we're going to look at the restart of the EPL, the English Premier League, and what is happening there. But there are some big events that has taken place in world football. So let's begin right there, right now. Now, if you have not heard, because of financial reasons, Lionel Messi is presently in a situation where he has to leave Barcelona. And man, when you hear all this stuff about what is happening financially in Spanish football, especially with the two big clubs there, Barcelona and Real Madrid, you begin to wonder if there's going to be any recovery. What will be the marketability of the league like now that Cristiano Ronaldo left a few seasons ago to go to Italy, and from all the indications are that Messi is going to leave and he could end up at PSG, that is in France, or somewhere else, Paris Saint-Germain, for those of you who don't know. So there is an issue with Spanish football. Will they be able to market themselves in such a way that they can maintain the TV deal that they have right now, seeing that there's again no Lionel Messi, no Cristiano Ronaldo? Who will be the face of the league? What team will be there? What happens to Barcelona now that Messi has left? They can't afford to buy any players. They have an aging squad. So with all of these issues right now, it makes you wonder what will be the end of Spanish football. So many clubs, big clubs in particular, are in crisis. If you go to Italy, you see Inter Milan, they won the Serie A, yet they have to be selling some of their better players because of the financial constraint that is affecting so many clubs. You see it in England. Many clubs have not been spending significant amounts in the present transfer market. They have to wait until they sell a player so they can use that money to fund player purchases, or at least sell some players to reduce their salary so they can bring in new players. So there's a lot of struggles, and many clubs may have to stick with the core of their squad coming in the new season, not just in Spain, not just in France, but also in England. I know outside of Lionel Messi, one of the big moves is that Jack Grealish has left from Aston Villa to Manchester City for a fee of 100 million euros. My. Whoa, Aston Villa receives a significant portion of that. Of course, a great portion will go into what they call English tax. But they paid little or nothing for Jack Grealish. He has been there for so long. So that's $100 million profit you'd say that Aston Villa has made. Will he make a significant difference at City? I think so. I think he's going to have tremendous impact. I think he's going to improve as a player. I know they're also thinking about adding Hurricane to that squad, and if that happens, I see them as firm favorites to win the Premier League. Now, as soon as they did that, Chelsea goes and buy back Romelu Lukaku from Inter Milan, one of the top scorers in the Serie A last season, for 95 million pounds, which is over 115 euros. Wow! So he now moves to Chelsea, which makes them contenders right up there with Manchester City. So it's a very interesting time. Teams like Liverpool, they did their business early in the market. They haven't outlaid a lot of money. They haven't sold a lot of players. And the player who left on a free. So you're thinking that at some point Liverpool is going to make a late move in this window. Though really, I think with Liverpool, they're getting back a lot of players. Like Van Dijk is coming back from an injury, and Gomez is coming back from an injury. Henderson came back at the back end of the season, so he will be back as well. And they also have Matip, who was out for most of the season. He will be back. So I think they have enough quality, but they may make some late additions to that squad just to compete with what City is doing and what Chelsea is doing. Arsenal spent 75 million so far, but the major purchase thus far from Arsenal is Ben White that they bought from Brighton for $50 million, and some people think it's good value for money. Some people also think like they spent too much money on this player who was not had though he was at the Euros, he never actually played any game, and there were better, cheaper options out there. But I think he's a very good defender. He will add quality to our Arsenal defense that had the third best defensive record in the league last season. Mark you, David Luiz was instrumental in all of that, and he's no longer there. So I think he came in because they wanted to replace David Luiz, but they're having the same issues. They want more players, but they have too many players. Their salary bill is so high. They're losing money, and almost all the clubs are going through this, and it's going to make it a very competitive season because so many clubs are not able to outlay a whole lot of funds to bring in new players into their teams. Now the league starts this weekend, so on Friday. So by the time you watch this video, Arsenal will be playing against Brentford. All right. Yeah, very interesting game. I am an Arsenal fan, so I'm going Arsenal with the 3-0 win. And there is one player who has played for Jamaica on the Brentford side. His name is Ethan Pinnock. Look out for him. He's a left-sided centre back. He's very good. But they also have Ivan Toney, who plays centre forward, who could represent Jamaica, but he's still holding out to see if he could earn a spot in the English team. It ain't gonna happen, Mr. Toney. You're a good player, but England have too many players who are similar to you in the position that you want to play, and I don't see them really calling you. So guess what, my friend? Come and join the reggae train right now. Other big news is that Leon Bailey, LB9, he moved from Leverkusen to Aston Villa. In fact, today, Tuesday, is his birthday. You wonder why this guy is so good? Listen, I'm born in August, he's born in August. We're Leon. He's Leon. You get it? Leon. And his son's name is also Leon. Yeah, and I think he's going to have a tremendous time in EPL. Watch this. I think in 2 years, his value is going to go above 60 million. He's going to be so outstanding. It's a young team. Dean Smith is a coach. He's a very good coach. I think the style of play in England suits Leon. He will adjust. He will get comfortable. He has friends who are already there. He's close to Raheem Sterling and Mikel Antonio. Out there in Birmingham, Aston Villa, all of those places have a large uh, Jamaican community, and so he will get a lot of support there, I believe. And so I'm looking forward to him having a tremendous, 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 tremendous season this season, and then next season. By the end of next season, after Jamaica goes to the World Cup, plays in the World Cup, I think his value is going to skyrocket, and one of the top clubs will get him, will buy him from Aston Villa. But I think it was a good move. Most persons are there, well, not most, but there are some persons who believe that it's a downgrade because he's coming from a team that was contending for Europa and for Champions League spot to come and play for a team that is a mid-table team. But here's the truth. A mid-table, I believe a mid-table team in England is close to a sixth-place team in Germany. I think top to bottom, the English Premier League is more competitive than the Bundesliga from top to bottom. So it's not, in terms of the level of the team, I don't think it is that far. The thing is that it is easier to play in Europe, in Germany, than it is for an Aston Villa to break into the top six in England. I think that is a significant difference, but I don't think there is a great disparity in terms of the quality of both teams. That's what I see. And so good move, Leon. Good move to your agent and father, Mr. Craig Butler, who continues to do an excellent job operating in Jamaica, from Jamaica, and being able to get this kind of a move. A Jamaican player, someone born in Jamaica, raised in Jamaica, playing in the EPL. I think since Ricardo Gardner, this is like the first player that has moved directly into the Premier League. Fuller went there, but he went in the lower leagues, came up. Jermaine Johnson went into the lower leagues, came up. Omar Daly went into the lower leagues and came up. Outside of Ricardo Gardner, I think this is the first Jamaican born. Except you want to put Raheem Sterling, who was really raised for most of his latter years over there in England. So expecting a very exciting Premier League season, EPL that is, because spectators are back. And I'm predicting that in terms of coaching, if Arteta loses his first 5 games, he could be the first coaching casualty of this EPL season. Yeah, he has to get a good start because he's going to come under immense pressure. I think Solskjaer keeps his job, and they have added a quality player in Jadon Sancho, who moved from Borussia Dortmund, and he's now at Manchester United. They have also added Varane to their defense. So that's a very solid defense line. They were good last season, and they are going to get better. With Varane and Maguire, they have Shaw, who has come on really well, really well. Wan-Bissaka, they have Telles. They have a very good defense line. And I think Jadon Sancho will add some quality to their attack. So they will have speed on both sides with Rashford and Sancho, and they have a Cavani. And so some good moves. I think some clubs are going to be forced into making moves just because of what City is doing. There's going to be a ripple effect, because if you buy a player for 100 million, some players are going to go. And I think Bernardo Silva is one of those players that may become a casualty of the purchase of Jack Grealish. And I think this is a player that Arsenal should go after. I know they are pursuing James Maddison. I would go after Bernardo Silva. I think he's quality, playing at the highest level, and he would add more quality to the Arsenal front line. Arsenal, get him, whatever the cost. Mark my word. I am sure he will do better in the Arsenal setup than Maddison would, though Maddison is younger. Do you hear what I say? Yes. Yeah, man. So let's jump over to the Olympics. Again, listen, we need to put our hands together and clap all our Jamaican athletes. What a wonderful, tremendous, great job they all did. From the least of you to the greatest of you, You're all Olympians. And we are out of many, one people. When one medaled, we all medaled. And when one failed, we all failed. You did a tremendous, tremendous job. And Jamaicans, home and abroad, are proud of you. We could have done better, but you did your best. You gave us your absolute best. 5 years you waited. Some of you to do one race. 5 years to run for less than a minute. You prepared 5 years for something that would last less than 50 seconds. We commend you. We commend you. For those of you who will continue in the sport, believe in yourself. Don't lose hope. Don't lose confidence. Don't do that. You are going to do better. Fail forward. It's good to experience disappointment. It's bad to live in disappointment. Step out of the disappointment and use these failures as stepping stone to bring you into greater success. There are many standout performances, and there are many who I know are disappointed. And I want to highlight someone that I felt as disappointed possibly as the individual. It's Stephanie Ann McPherson. Right? Because we're from the same community. Like, I know her family very well. I mean, I'm older than her, so you know, she probably she has heard of me. She speaks to my younger brother, but I had so much hope. Like, I was all over social media. I believe that if she never got injured, she would have medal. And so this video I want to dedicate it to Stephanie Ann McPherson. Blackheath Road is still proud of you. Georges Plain is still proud of you. Manning School is still proud of you. Westmoreland is still proud of you. I Am Sure Sport is still proud of you. And the entire Jamaica is still proud of you. You gave a stellar effort. Unfortunate injury. I saw what you were doing. You were going so hard because you didn't want to settle for a bronze. And many people are thinking, why did you go after the goal? That's it. That's what you ought to do. So don't feel bad that you overexerted yourself in an attempt to get the goal. We learned this at Mannings from Mrs. Monroe. She's an English teacher there. That it's better to aim for the sky and fall on a tree than to aim for a tree and fall on the ground. You're aiming for the sky, and listen, you fell on a tree, but you have not hit rock bottom. If at first you don't succeed, Stephanie Ann, brush yourself off and try again. The World Championships are coming, and I believe in you. You have it in you. You have it in you. No joke thing. We know the cemetery. A whole padopi we have to run from. They've never catch we yet. You know, country people are whoop up the cemetery round here on a Blackheath Road. Come on now. I will put up you run from. So here's the thing, Stephanie. Get up and go again. You still have our support. I'm hoping that somebody Sharika. Hold on. I need that. Sharika Jackson. Alright. Sharika Jackson. Cause you watch your girl now, cause I sent on me there right now. Right about now me there sent on Sharika. Here's what more you do for me, Sharika. Cause you and Stephanie are in the same camp, you know. Una friend, you know. Una friend. And I know when you see how she cry and all of that, you said to yourself, no sir, I have to go in this 4x4 to win a medal. That's what you're saying now. For my friend Stephanie. Then you get a bronze already, man. You get a bronze already. You know what me I got? And you get a gold, man. You squeeze out the bronze medal, man, for the 4x4, man. Sharika Jackson. Squeeze Stephanie on the bronze, man. and say, listen, I dedicate this to you. Stephanie, squeeze her. Squeeze her, it, man. Sharika. So, hey, somebody who knows Sharika, send it to her. Send this part right here so to her. And tell her, say, me, I tell her if squeeze. Tell her, say, me, I tell her if squeeze. The bronze medal in the 4x4. Squeeze it to Stephanie and McPherson. What a gesture that would be. Look what Hansa Parchment did. People, you saw that? Listen, if you have not heard the story of our gold medalist in the 110-meter hurdles, Hansa Parchment, go and check it. I was on several platforms and I told people that Hansa Parchment was going to win the gold medal. They laughed at me. They called me all kind of names. Hansa Parchment, they called me all kind of names. And I defended you. Because, sir, it's that interview you did months ago about you doing swimming. And I told people that you are such a good hurdler that you don't need to be going over hurdles to do well. You have a very good coach, Bridget Foster Hilton. Very good coach who has helped you. Well, Ronald Levy, I mean. But Hansa Parchment, listen, what you did was commendable. I'm not going to tell people the story. You need to Google it. And if you need inspiration any day, if you need to know that people still are kind and good out there, that you're good, ethical, and morally correct Jamaican out there, go and check out Hansel Parchment's story. It will make you cry. It will make you check your heart. I'm telling you. I want to big up young Christopher Taylor, young Brianna Williams. I really was hoping. Commend all of these young athletes, the Christopher Taylor, Brittany Anderson, Brianna Williams. And I felt like if Kemba Walker had gone, I would have been so happy for her. She didn't. But I'm so happy for these younger athletes. Just 20, 21, thereabouts. And oblique civil. How well they're represented. Thank you. And you guys have a lot of good years ahead of you. We have world championship after world championship into Olympics. So looking forward to that. Hey, let me just close out on some basketball news. The United States team, they won the gold medal at the Olympics. They defeated France. Very close game. 87 to 82. They defeated France team. That had a very good team with Nicolas Batum. If you watch the NBA, and Rudy Gobert. But the USA team, listen, they are like the top basketballing nation, hands down. And many people thought like they would have failed, but they did well. But watch the NBA this year because some major things have happened in the NBA. Russell Westbrook moving to the Los Angeles Lakers to join LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Carmelo Anthony is also there. Dwight Howard has gone back there. So look out, this Lakers team is going to be crazy mad. It's a good team. I think they have made the most significant free agent signing. Look out for my Knicks because I have Kemba Walker. Ooh! And I've re-signed Derrick Rose. Get some good looking rookie here and there. Fournier, who just moved from Boston. So the Boston backcourt that was Kemba Walker and Fournier, who is a part of the French team. I have both of them in my backcourt along with Derrick Rose, with Quickly, who played well as a rookie last season. Hey, me team, but check out the New York Knicks. Don't write us off. Do not write off the New York Knicks at your own peril. Yeah, major moves. I mean, those are some of the most significant. Miami Heat have made some moves, but they are being investigated for some tampering stuff, so we don't know. The whole Kyle Lowry deal over there, Jimmy Butler re-signing. So check out what is going on there. The Chicago Bulls are trying to rebuild. They have made so right across this NBA this season is going to be tremendous thing, tremendous look. Expectation levels are very, very high on some of the teams. I think the Chicago Bulls, like I said earlier, rebuilding. Atlanta Hawks, what are they going to do having gone so far? Milwaukee Bucks lost one of the key players in their run to the championship. What moves will they make as the trade deadline comes to a close? So very interesting times in the NBA. For those of you who are fanatics or fans of the NBA, you know that the summer league is going on. This is where you can get to watch some of the rookies and second year men in the league. So good stuff. Further down in the week, we're going to speak to you about this West Indies 17-man squad. And finally, the West Indies cricket team has done something that I've thought they should have done for a long time. Drop Shannon Gabriel out of the 17. The man always like Shannon Gabriel always getting serious. And a serious level, he's always getting injured. He's not able to play a full series. So why we keep naming him in the series? So he has decided, the selectors have opted to leave him out. Shamar Holder, Jaden Sales, Alzari Joseph, and Kemar Roach, in terms of pacers, will carry the load for the West Indies. DJ Bravo, that's not Darren but Dwayne Bravo, at the end of the series with Pakistan, said he has played his last game for the West Indies in the Caribbean. All right, it means that he will be going to the T20 World Cup, but he may play in the CPL and other domestic competitions, but he will no longer be representing the West Indies. And one of the things I love that he said that he would have loved to play more test matches on one day. Now, most of us felt like these guys were pursuing the money in T20 format. But from what Bravo said, he said that the politics of the cricket, this is his words. Go and listen to the interview. The politics of the cricket is what kept him out of the one-day team. Can you believe that, for so long? And the T20 team, because he really wanted, he felt like the regrets that he has as a cricketer is that he wasn't able to represent the West Indies in test and one day. This was a former captain, So it is the administration of the cricket needs to be fixed. It seems like right across the Caribbean there seems to be an administration problem, and that administration problem in the sports across the Caribbean seem to be destroying our young talented athletes. Over and over you hear about problems with football administration. Over and over you hear a problem with track and field administration. You hear problems with cricketing administration. What is wrong with us in the Caribbean? I look at Jamaica, it is the same thing going on. You hear problems with the JFF, problems with the J3As. I think the one place that there is no problem seems to be with race horsing, I guess, because that's a multi-billion industry. There's betting allowed, and so there's always an influx of money in it because betting is allowed. But I don't know. I just find that administratively, as a Caribbean people, particularly in Jamaica, we need to do better. We have to get our administrators functioning at a higher level, and there needs to be a greater synergy between the administrators and the human resources, the human capital, the persons participating, playing the sport. There cannot be a disconnect with those who select and those who play. There must be this synergy, this working together, this coming together, because one can't exist without the other. And it seems to be the situation in sport, again, right across the Caribbean, in particular with West Indies Cricket Associations, like you saw what happened to the St. Lucia Football Association, you saw what happened with the Trinidad and Tobago football, you saw what happened to Guyanese football, and we can go into cricket, we can go into Jamaica, and all of this It needs to stop. And I am sure if we begin to implement college courses, training for our administrators right across the Caribbean in all the sporting disciplines, the talent will be harnessed and the talent will begin to become multi-billion-dollar talents. We have enough talent in the Caribbean to excel in all the sporting disciplines out there, but we need the talent to be under good administrations, and the Caribbean will be a success, not just in track and field and cricket, but in football, in basketball, and in all other sports. I am sure that will happen. Again, thank you so much for joining I Am Sure Sports, for watching one more episode. I am Omar Stinnett. They call me Manning's man. You understand me? Listen, please, I want you to subscribe. Why you can't subscribe to the thing? Why you give me such a hard time? Subscribe to the channel, man. Now make it thing look so. It's very easy. Just go on YouTube and bam, press the subscribe button. Just do that. Come on. It don't cost you nothing. It's free, you know. Free for me, free for you. A freeness. Wait, why you keep the subscription? Why? Subscribe. Like the button. Press the like button. Press the like button. Pause the video and press the like button. Pause the video. Press the like button and subscribe. Share the video, man. Put it in the group. You see that group that way there? Put the video in the group. And when you put it in the group, say please subscribe to Manning's Man channel. Subscribe to Pastor channel. Subscribe to I Am Sure channel. Tell the people. Have a blessed day. Whoosh. We are out of here. See you when I see you. And if I don't see you, I wasn't supposed to see you.